matchup with the New Orleans Saints. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now here's a carry heading left. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And to give this time to the tailback. Bulldozes past him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go.
6-0 our score after 1. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
11 Thomas. 54, right there. 54. 11 MT, Tate.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here...
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2 point attempt.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10.
Ready? Stop.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
11 empty, 11 empty.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Get that ball. Watch the safety creep. Check. Check.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
11.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. And Burrow going to keep it himself. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Joe Burrow, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 8. 123 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, and the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Falcons 9. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Now Burrow on first down. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Lutz now to kick this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it. First half, I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. DK Metcalf, 78 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, They know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Second and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 158 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a handoff looking right. Fights through and now a crease. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right?
Yeah,
if you know, on him, right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught left side to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go one more. Who's striking? Mike 54. Let's go, let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, 227 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on